welcome to a 100th video on my YouTube channel. This is officially my 100th YouTube video, and welcome today to it, you guys. So yeah, we're at 100 videos on YouTube now. A fantastic achievement for me. And yeah, you know, I cannot believe that this is my 100th video on YouTube. Now, before we get started, I am gonna obviously wait a few minutes for people to arrive. I'm gonna actually post this on Facebook and Twitter, so hopefully maybe we'll get one or two new video viewers right now watching our live stream. So yeah, you know, come and join everyone. The 100th video, you know, and yeah, you know, hopefully you will enjoy. So just once again, like always, so welcome if you're new to the channel. Today's the USA GP round 18, only 4 rounds to go, basically. And yeah, you know, what we're doing in this career mode, we are effectively becoming George Russell. We are playing George Russell in a fantasy career mode, and yeah, you know, we are basically playing as George Russell as a fantasy career mode, and working our way up the ladder from the one of the worst teams on the grid, Williams, to hopefully or transform them into a world championship winning team or a race winning team in a couple of seasons. Right now we're in season 1. At the end of season 1 we do have a regulation change. It probably won't affect too much, I wouldn't have thought, but let's see what it will happen, or what we'll do. So I'm just posting it on Facebook now. If you'd like to follow, my name's Julian O'Matney. You can always add me as a friend or follow me on Facebook. My surname is spelled O''Mahoney. But yeah, you know, this is a special moment for me, in some sense. Because obviously 100 videos, when I started, I probably only thought of making maybe 1 or 2 and hoping that would turn me into a big shot. But to make 100 is just something unbelievable now, to go this far. And here's to the next 100, and eventually, probably before we know it, we'll have 1,000 videos or 500 videos or something crazy, you know, along that lines. But yeah, so yeah, just now posting it on YouTube. Just gonna wait, just gonna give a few minutes, but whilst we're waiting, I'll play a little bit of music. The music is not mine, so you know, but it's not illegal to play music, I presume, because I'm not advertising it as mine. I'm not selling it, so I'm not doing anything illegal in my eyes, if you know what I mean. Not doing any copyright. So yeah. Connected. So play a bit of music for you guys. I'm also gonna send some of my friends actually on Facebook this link, so they can come join and watch this 100th video on YouTube, if you know what I mean, with whoever's gonna join. So yeah, you know, it's a real moment in history, in my belief, and cannot wait. And yeah, it's a fantastic moment, in my opinion. It's the 100th video I'll do in my career on YouTube. It's a fantastic achievement for me, in some sense. 100 videos. I've never dreamed of getting to 100 videos, honestly. And now to be there. Right, so whilst we wait, I'm just gonna, you know, make people aware, you know, just to make them aware it's now live, if you know what I mean, so they are aware. And hopefully some people will come and watch the video, and yeah, you know, we'll certainly enjoy this YouTube channel, and appreciate the YouTube channel. So obviously, yeah, it's an amazing moment in my opinion to now be on a 100th video. It's the best moment in my YouTube career. Just letting some people know it's now live, ready to watch. So if they would like to come, hopefully they will join in a bit of time. Sue's actually right now on. And yeah. So I told this person, no, need to tell them. So just gonna now play a bit of some tunes, ain't it? Whilst we wait for some viewers. Probably play a few minutes of tunes. So we'll put on first of all a bit of Joel. Who should we go for first? Go for Joel Dulce.
Hello, I'm Giuseppe. I got something special for you. Ready? Uno, due, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool. Giuseppe going to flunk a school. Boy, it make me sick. All the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks. I always got to follow rules. Boy, it make me sick just to make the lousy bucks. Got to feel like a fool. And the mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you?
Right, let's get into this, guys. Gonna play a bit of music, bit of tunes for this video. Let's see what we can do. We'll play some tunes throughout free practice, and then after the race we'll play a tune or two.
Lights are about to turn green here in Austin, so we should start to see the cars take to the track. Welcome to today's practice session.
So, going into the first practice session, and just gonna go out for an installment lap, and gonna get now warmed up. Then shall we get some warm-up laps? So this is just gonna be an installation lap, just to get a feel for the circuit. I really love this circuit, honestly. This year in real life, I was actually debating to come to the Austin, Texas circuit, or I was thinking of going to France. I chose to go to France instead of coming to this amazing location. Honestly, if there's a Grand Prix you've got to see, it must be the Austin, Texas Grand Prix. Absolutely phenomenal circuit. Majority of the cars, or the entire circuit layout is so phenomenal. Every single bit on a qualifying lap. This is a beautiful circuit, honestly. So just going out for a quick installation lap. So this means absolutely nothing in reality, if you know what I mean. But obviously, it'll just help us get a feel for the car quickly. Then we're gonna get on with the track climatization program. So down to this turn there, whatever turn that is, not sure. But I love this section here just because it's all on camber, and it's so sweepy. It's just, once you get into a rhythm around this place, oh, it's a fantastic circuit. And then this turn here, just one of the quickest corners on the calendar. Absolutely flat out that is on a qualifying lap. And honestly, it feels like you're hanging on for dear life through there. And it is such a nice satisfaction when you get right, honestly. But into the pits we come now. So we've completed our installation lap. And we're going to now get on with practice programs. So first we'll be running the track acclimatization. This is where the track, or where we have to hit that purple score. I'm feeling confident. I'm going to apply a setup to the car around here, because I am pretty good at setup around here. Hopefully it's saved. I created one earlier. Hopefully it has saved into the game's hardware. So hopefully it'll be accessible, if you know what I mean. But honestly, this setup here, here it is. So we're going to utilize this setup here. And I'll just show you what now setup I'm utilizing. Find it. Oh, maybe I have to go into load car setup. No, is it worked? What's going on? How do you load a car setup? Right. Oh, right. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Are you sure you want to load this car setup? Yes. Now, I'm not sure why isn't it allowing me to load the car. This will overwrite the current setup. Don't tell me I've deleted the setup. I think I have anyway. I know what wings I was running. So I'll do the basics. Hopefully. So, camber, I think it was 2, -1, then up 1, then like that. Something like that. It was more or less going down the firm route, soft at the rear. Brake pressure was, yeah. Hopefully that will work. And then weight distribution was left in the middle of what I remember. Anyway, let's see if this will work here. I'm pretty sure it should. That's near enough the setup I was running earlier at time trial. But for whatever reason, it hasn't saved my car setup. But anyway, let's see. Out of the final corner we come then. To come across start finish line. Only a short run to the start finish line here. Up into turn 1. Uphill. It's a very much a blind left hand up. So very hard to get the cornering just right. Absolutely spot on. Bit scruffy on the exit. Down through turn 2. Flat out through turn 2. You can make mistakes in the wet through there. Very, very easy. Through turn 6, long right hand up, turn 7, up through turn 8. Now, easy to get dragged out here. Want to take curb, but not too much curb. Down into turn 11. Missing the apex completely there. In a race scenario or qualifying scenario, it doesn't matter too much. Missing the apex in a corner like that, because obviously you probably do lose a little bit of time, but not enough time to make a difference. Right now the car is working absolutely phenomenal at the rear. that what I was feeling earlier. I probably made it just right. Right. Through this flat out. As I said, when you get this corner spot on, not quite through there, but when you get spot on, it can be a phenomenal corner. Honestly. Turn 21 now. Out of the final corner. Open DRS. So right now in 5th. The downhill. Through the middle sector. Uphill, out of turn 8, down through turn 9, into turn 11. Open up the DRS, coming up into turn 12. This time looking good. Hitting quite high top speed there of 197. Good break. A whole lot later than that, in all honesty. But no need to get too overhead of ourselves right now. It's only practice. So practice don't mean much. Through turn 15 quite nicely. Out of turn 15. Through turn 16. A lot better that time. Through turn 19 into turn 20. Out of the final corner. Is this going to be a purple lap? Is it going to be a purple score? Yes, it is. Lovely. So that is the first practice program done of the day, and already looking good. So now time to get some race pace done. So, race pace, basically just explain this to some of the new people maybe. Welcome to the channel. Race pace, basically what this does, it simulates a race strategy based on a numerous amount of laps. Once again, we're trying to hit that purple score and our team objective, and it basically calculates how quick we're going to be in the race and what sort of lap times we're going to be doing. So up into turn 1 again for a 3rd time now. As I say, going wide in them corners don't make too much of a difference. It's here really where the lap time is won and lost. So right now we're in 15th, ahead of our teammate Sergei Sorokin on the same tyre compound, so that's good news for us. Not sure how this race weekend will plan out. So if it goes green, that means we are on a great lap. If it goes red, means we're on a well, we're on a bad lap and we need to improve. So right now it's green. This practice program is only irrelevant, or relevant, should I say, if we're doing in the dry, which we currently are, and if we're racing in the dry, because obviously a wet, damp condition, race pace changes, qualifying pace obviously is affected. So right now it's only simulating for a dry race. So hopefully the weather will be like that on race day. Right now our pace looking okay. Ain't looked spectacular, but we're beating our team's objectives. We'll find out in a few minutes how our pace is really. So, once again, down this lovely long back straight, you want to keep right as possible, braking just after the 100-meter board. Oh, spun out there. Had a Ferrari up my rear. I noticed that. Just had a look into that left-hand mirror, noticing the Ferrari right up my rear. So, got some bad news for you guys in career mode, and it's bad news. We may be taking engine penalties very soon. I won't be taking any engine penalties this time or at this Grand Prix. However, most likely at the next Grand Prix in Mexico, I'll be taking a engine grid penalty. I believe it's 10 places you get for the engine or something like that. So what it would mean is even if we don't do qualifying, we're going to be starting last, more or less. But you know, we've got so far, when we think of it, so many good races out of this engine anyway. But I want to try and get through the USA with this engine, and then I want a fresh engine for Mexico, because that will give me a real advantage in Mexico, because Mexico is a very odd one. But obviously it's a bit like Monza. High-end speed circuit. And yeah. So right now, at the final corner, let's see where that is. So there we go. So that is a purple score then there, and yeah. So tyre wear looks a little bit better than what is expected. And lap time isn't too bad indeed. So yeah, we'll do tyre management. Why not? I think it'd be worthwhile around here. Why not? And then we'll head into qualifying for what will be officially the round 18 qualifying of the season. And yeah, you know, 18th qualifying this year. It's amazing. Just gonna turn off. Oh, just gonna turn off my boombox sort of thing. That's the microphone box. Right. So. There we go. Out of the final corner. Up into turn one, staying a little bit left this time. Just for point. A little bit. Through turn two. So, down the main straight it. It's quite a long straight, this one. You can get easily into the 200s. Just about. So right now, Sergei Sorokin going quite fast on his set of soft compound tyres. Have a final corner for one final time in practice. Puts us P13, so not bad then there indeed. So that is practice now over, shall I say, and we'll go straight into qualifying for what is then a quite special qualifying then hopefully here at the USA GP. Let's have a look then where we finished off in the end. So
Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
So we finished behind our team, ahead of our teammate. However, we were on a slower tyre than our teammate. It looks like we got the legs though on, I would say Hartley, Ericsson, but how about our teammate? But qualifying or practice programs are not much to go by in life, especially in the Formula One world. So let's have a quick see what questions are.
Oh. It looks like you got bested today. What happened there?
So looks like we got bested. I'm just saying, he's a fantastic driver, you know. It's only practice, jeez.
Were you struggling for
Did
grip?
we? Didn't remember. No comment. Just put that to that.
Well, thanks anyway.
She seems a bit angry. Didn't remember scraping any walls. I don't know about you. I only had the one spin, I'm pretty sure. Didn't remember hitting any walls as such. If you know what I mean. But yeah. Anyway, USA GP. Time for qualifying for what is a 18th time. Only a few now more rounds to go after this one. We really are now starting to make it to that business end of the championship. So it is going to be a dry qualifying and a dry race. That's good news for us. And then now, so yeah, that is good. So let's go and let's get a great quali. Let's see what will happen. Handing it now over to David Croft.
We're expecting qualifying to start any minute here in Austin, Texas, where drivers will be hoping to top the timesheets today and be ready for tomorrow's US Grand Prix. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
So, thank you Crofty, thank you Davidson for that little introduction. So here we go then for what will be our first lap. We'll have probably 3 runs here at the USA GP. Hopefully qualifying will be good, unlike last time. The Japanese Grand Prix was one to forget in some regards. But at the same time, it's a learning curve as well. Because obviously we have to learn for next year, hopefully, and have a better result. So, obviously, on an outlap here now at the USA GP. Then, so through this fast left, right section, one of the fastest sections on the Formula One calendar, and it realistically goes up here, sort of thing. So it continues this section. So it's such a difficult section to get right on so many occasions, of course. In terms of track space, we got a decent amount of track space. Only one McLaren in front. Presume it's Van Dorn or Alonso. And we've got a Mercedes behind us, but quite some distance. In all honesty, a good 6 or 7 seconds down on us right now. So we're just coming through now this part of the track. So we're gonna turn down the ERS deployment, save that now quickly, and then we're gonna pick up the pace in a minute. So final corner coming up hot and fast. Here we go then, out of the final corner, getting a decent exit, not bad, a little bit of wheel spin on exit, could have done without, but anyway, up into turn number 1, then, as I say, blind left-hander, and we've got a little bit wide. That's certainly going to affect our lap in terms of lap time, but we'll continue on with it. Only going to lose probably a tenth or two. Going through wide through there. Well, let's try and get this lap back on in the middle sector then, shall we? Crucial exit, that one. Absolutely spot on. Next time, probably can approach it a bit more aggressive. So 104 in middle sector. Hanging on for dear life in here, and probably hanged on a bit too long. We come across the line, it's a 1:36, 1.9 seconds down on Fernando Alonso's flying lap. So yeah, that's huge deficit. Yeah. So I would have thought. So we're going to go back to the pits now. Saving the engine. So not getting a good first lap in. But we do have a reference. So there are a few cars behind us on the track right now. They're just getting out of the way of maybe one or two faster cars. Obviously, Bottas and I did a lap already. So just right now getting a gauge. So into pits we come. And we're going to go for a second lap in just a minute. So we'll just have a look where we lost all our time. I'm pretty sure we sort of lost it throughout the entire course of the lap, but we mainly lost it because of the confidence. This is a confident circuit. Every circuit's a confident circuit, but this is especially through the middle sector. So if I'm correct, we have lost all our time in the first sector. So let's have a look. Yeah, we lost about half a second in the middle. 2/10. No, sorry, half a second in the first. 2/10 in the middle, and we were quick throughout the rest of the lap. So yeah, we are quicker than our teammate. It's just we lost really all in that middle sector. So we're gonna come now to the next part. So we're just gonna wait for that clock to run down about another 5 seconds. So let's go now for our second lap.
Car leaving.
So second lap is now underway. So right now it's Sebastian Vettel on pole. My teammate's just ahead of me in P13. But we're looking to improve right now on what was a dismal last lap. So it was turn 1 where we lost it all. But hopefully we'll make it all in this next lap or so. Because if we're gonna get a good result, we need one here. I feel like this is our best opportunity in a few races, maybe since the Italian Grand Prix, to get a points finish. But having said that, it is also a circuit a bit like sunny Silverstone. It's not going to be easy to get a points finish here at the circuit of Kota. So right now, engine is certainly on its last legs. If we don't get pole, I'm going to take the engine penalty here. I mean, if we don't get 14th, sorry, if I don't get pole. Just shows you, because obviously I'm used to being in a top car, but not being in a top car. So anyway, out of the final corner. So already making a small improvement on the lap delta. Up into turn 1, again going wide. This time having a little bit less of an overall effect, but still losing some time. Valuable time still made, or still can be made up through that first sector. And again, going wide down into turn 11. So 7 tenths up though on our personal best, which is good, but still making some errors. So this is going to be a solid improvement, but how much by? So moves us up into 19th. I just want to see how much time we're losing. We're losing about 4/10, so that is huge. Now we're not going to drive back into the pits that time. Just going to press the return to garage button. But yeah, once again, it's that first corner keeps on catching us out. If we get that first corner right this time, we'll be high and dry. Right. Final time then.
Our best lap so far is a 1:35.6.
One final
Engine
attempt.
fired. We're set.
If this is gonna be the lap, it needs to come now. So what can we do? We're one of the last out of the pit lane, and look how many. Sergey's rocking right on my tail. There we go. So let Sergey through. Now we're gonna let Van Dorn through as well at some point. So there we go, let Van Dorn through there. I think we can also improve through here. And finally letting Lewis Hamilton through, who's in the championship battle. So just going behind next. Right, into the final corner, and out of the final corner we come. Cross the line we come. Down, or up into turn one, should I say. Getting braking. Neater that time. And we are starting last.
Let me know you're all right.
So, that is quali over then. And that is such a shame. So, yeah. Well, what we might as well
Qualifying is
do,
complete and we're all set.
we've only got a few races left now. And there's no, well, we're going to be starting last anyway. Even with no penalties, I presume we're starting last. So what I'm going to do now, I am effectively going to build a brand new engine, effectively, to give us a power advantage, hopefully, over our rival.
I'm glad you're not hurt, but that's a lot of damage for us to
Yeah,
fix
so
up
what I'm going to do
for
now,
next session. Try and keep it in
so
one
we're
piece
going to have a
next
new
time.
engine,
Remember
a
to select a
new,
driver that you consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation.
we're going to
Performing
have
well against your rival can
a
earn you respect
new
and better terms
energy
when it comes to
store.
our contract reviews.
So every time we start last, I'm just gonna fit a brand new one of everything, you know what I mean? Might as well. You just might as well. It gives us the most advantage, probably. If anything, I would have thought for us, it makes most logical sense to take a hit of grid penalties all in one and then race from the back. So we are going to be starting, I can confirm, even if we don't have, we are going to be starting now from the back, and I can confirm that, most likely. So here we go. For round number 18.
2012, America's on-again, off-again love affair with Formula One finally seemed to settle down with the completion of this wonderful racing facility here in Texas. Since then, we've been treated to some incredible races, including, of course, that classic wet-dry championship decider of 2015. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles an hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and at the end of the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk briefly about Charles Leclerc. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with...
So, here we go then.
Steep incline into turn 1, that'll help you scrub speed off.
So, 65 place grid penalty, everyone. But obviously, to drop me 65 places would be near on impossible. I'd be starting back in Japan. So, that's why I am now starting
Right, let's get the car
here
up to temperature on this
in
lap.
USA in 20th. Because obviously, you know. So, on the back straight, we're going to go through all the gears properly. Need to warm up this gearbox. Warming up the engine, warming up the gearbox for this brand new power unit. Will it deliver me my first points? Charles Leclerc, one of my favourite drivers in Formula 1 next year, joining Ferrari to partner alongside four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel, one of the greatest drivers of all time in Formula 1's history. And see, so almost going into the back. Why are we going so slow? So just going down through all the gears there, just giving them a good old run-in, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to be sat slightly longer on the grid than everyone else, because Charles Leclerc is behind me. So pit window is lap 6. So 6 laps. Then we're going on, I presume, to a super soft tyre. Who am I racing?
The drivers we're fighting here are Van Dorn and Sorokin.
So Van Dorn and Sorokin, by the sounds of it, are our targets. But today, in terms of a championship for us as a team, is once again preventing Toro Rosso from getting some big points here and preventing also maybe the Saubers. But let's see what we can do. From P20 on the grid, not first time we've started P20. It won't be the last. So, the lights come on, 5 red lights, lights out, and away we go then for the United States Grand Prix. It's been a very good start from Charles Leclerc, who's up already into what is P18, but we go down the inside of everyone virtually, and we're up into P16, because that's what you can do here, be late on the brakes, That's one thing about this circuit. Turn 1's just a brilliant opportunity, and we're right behind our teammate Sergei Sorokin right now, who's up into P15. Van Dorn P14, so we are literally racing with Van Dorn and Sergei Sorokin, as our race engineer just said a few minutes ago. Now, we got to be quite clever. We don't want to get caught out by any stupid, maybe AI mishaps. And now side by side with our teammate, and giving my teammate a good old squeeze. That puts us up now into P15, which is our race target. Can we get Stoffel Van Dorn for P14? That would be an excellent first lap. Gonna maybe go down the inside. Let's have a look. No, not quite. Stoffel Van Dorn is slightly later on the brakes, which gives him a little bit more advantage then. So obviously fresh ultra soft tyres on the car helping us out then a little bit. So we've got a very good car right now. So Stoffel Van Dorn is in right now P14. We're just behind him, following in P15. Look at, I think that's Gasly in P12. Got to keep an eye on the Toro Rosso, because obviously if that gets into the points, that will close down the championship gap. And in all honesty, it only takes really a few good point scores from the Toro Rosso team, and they are ahead of us. So, you know, we are certainly right now 11 points ahead of them, but it's only a good point score for the Toro Rosso team, and they could easily be in front of us. So right now we are leaving our teammate Sergei Sorokin. He's already in our dust, and in a way we're not close to Van Dorn at the moment. So we're struggling to get past Van Dorn, or even close to the rear of Van Dorn properly, to make any half decent attack. So right now Magnussen's got past Sergei Sorokin. That could be certainly crucial. Hamilton doing fastest lap. Obviously Hamilton and Vettel going out for the championship. Right now Vettel leads 24 points, I believe, ahead of the British driver Lewis Hamilton. So will that championship go down to the wire, and who will win? If so, obviously in real life Lewis Hamilton became the 5-time world champion. But in the game, who will become a 5-time world champion? And we can't rule out Kimi Räikkönen either, who was on top of things for majority of this championship.
If you think you can get past, increase ERS deployment to overtake mode.
Right now, going a bit wide. We are getting caught by Kevin Magnussen, and we're not catching really Stoffel Van Dorn. He looks further away as the laps go on. So he may get DRS this time round. So out of the final corner.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
So Van Dorn right now in turn 1. So lap 4 we're on. Right, we're now making inbounds on Stoffel Van Dorn. Through the S's. Up the hill then. And down then the hill. We'll have a good run here, hopefully, on Van Dorn. Van Dorn off to Formula E. Formula E only starting in a few days' time, 15th of December. As we open up the DRS, can we get past Stoffel Van Dorn? Stoffel Van Dorn going a bit defensive to the inside line. Won't have enough momentum on him just yet. Pierre Gasly now down into 13th, so that's what really delaying us all up right now. Ocon's up into 12th. Alonso's currently sat in 11th. 1 point score outside the points. But right now, we're dominating our teammate. And doing a pretty good job up to that point. Now, we did get a comment. Just have a quick read of a comment, if you don't mind. We made a small mistake. So, I do use flashbacks every now and again. I will admit that. And yeah, you know, I will admit, I do use some flashbacks now and again. So, hello, Petrolhead Gamer, hi. Hello, welcome to the channel. Just to let you know. So thank you for joining. Hope you're enjoying the stream, of course. So anyway, opening up DRS, the drag reduction. Once again, behind Stoffel Van Dorn. And yellow flag for whatever reason.
Okay, clear.
Is it someone behind? It looks like it. It's Sergei Sorokin, my teammate. Everyone looks to be in trouble. What has happened? It looks like he's lost drive. Has he had an engine failure, or what is it just mechanical? No smoke, so it seems like he's just had some sort of drive issue. Yeah. Anything. All 4 tyres are still on the car, so yeah, it looks like it's got to be. Oh, getting a bit distracted there, of course. So I will use a flashback for that. Was getting a bit distracted by the fact that my teammate's out. Not knowing where we were, just used use a flashback so we're not compromised, if you know what I mean. But yeah, yeah, that's a shame, because obviously I was hoping we could have a good battle, but this could be a three-way battle for P14. No, we're not going to go for it. Now we're defending against Kevin Magnussen, having to use our Mercedes engine to defend off Kevin Magnussen, making a little bit of wheel contact. Again, making some more wheel contact. Into turn, whatever that is, I think it's turn 15. Through turn 16, 17, and then effectively 18, but this is realistically one big turn.
Sergei's in P10.
Turn 19 into turn 20. Right. So yeah. So some making some pit stops now. we're making our pit stop this lap. So we're going to be using DRS here for defending. More than anything. So using it as a defensive purpose. And here using also a bit of slipstream from Van Dorn's car. And a bit deep into braking zone. Get it just right. So we're coming in this lap. Now, how good will new tyres be? Because potentially could, well, we're probably going to be on the undercut strategy against Van Dorn and against a few. So will this work out in our favour? It looks like Pierre Gasly's also coming into pits, followed by myself, followed by Kevin Magnussen hitting the wall. That wall sort of put me off a little bit there. And it's only coming into the pit lane. Right. So let's see how this pit stop goes for us. In we come. On goes new tyres. Out. Go, go. Carlos Sainz didn't get past, did he? No, we're past Pierre Gasly. That's one bit of news.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So we're past Pierre Gasly. So we rejoin in 15th. But now, how effective will the undercut be? I think it'll be a very effective strategy, the undercut here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get past both Van Dorn and Ocon. So Hulkenberg up in front right now. Also, so Sergio Perez behind us. We have Gasly and Kevin Magnussen right now. Perez going a bit slow there. Wonder if Perez got a problem. Or is it tyre warm up? These tyres, when they're not in the right window, can be very tricky to handle. Alright, no DRS. Where are we going to come out? We're going to jump, in fact, quite a few cars here. We're going to be ahead of Van Dorn. Can we get ahead of Romain Grosjean here? What has Van Dorn done? He just turned into me. Sort of thing. Can we get past Grosjean? Not quite. We're going to be on Grosjean's rear. Through these S's. We're going to wait tactically to the DRS zone. And we're going to turn the engine up into overtake mode. In fact, going for the lunge now. Gotta be a few feet behind. There we go. Got the DRS. We'll easily outdrag Roman here.
Nice move. Good job.
So not cleanest moves in the world. Pretty sure Van Dorn went into me, and there's Perez going slowly. For whatever reason. And now Perez picked up pace a little bit. What's gone on? We're in P11, that's the good news, behind P10, but what's going on here? Honestly.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.1 seconds.
I have no idea. Must have been contact. Perez must have spun his car. Perez getting immediately straight back in front of us. But yeah, something must have happened. So, it's an interesting race now. Now, can we get back at Perez? Don't think we can. Perez looks a mile away. Don't think we will. Perez is way too far down the road currently. So, yeah. Into turn 12, turn 15.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
It's a lovely circuit, this Kota circuit. So, if we didn't take home this result, I'd be very, very proud of that after a 65 place grid penalty. And after a dismal, or not a poor qualifying, but a qualifying we couldn't ever get on top of. If you know what I mean. The first run, we, you know, had a bit of an issue. Anyway, we're going to turn down the engine a little bit, save a bit of fuel. Because I don't think Perez we're going to catch. So, just save a bit of fuel now. Obviously, we're always going to be behind Perez. If anything happens, for sure, we are there to pick up the pieces. But at the same time, we need to defend a result now and bring home potentially P12. I'd say P12 or P13. I wouldn't mind Magnussen passing me if he can, but we'll see. We may get to the 12th lap. We're not going to let Magnussen, though, come past easy, if you know what I mean. If he's going to pass me, he's got to work for it. No other option there. Bit like me, if I'm going to go past them, you got to work for it. So I've only made the one mistake, I would say, during the race, if you know what I mean. Lap 4 was the only mistake. I would, hands up, say yes. That was my error. But otherwise, I did not make any errors in this race. Which is quite nice. An error-free race. So far. Touch wood, it stays that way. No, that was a little error there. My error, that's going to change the result massively, hopefully.
Battery charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to
So, Magnussen is catching. But, is he catching enough? That is the question. I don't think K-Mag is catching enough. If you know what I mean. I think Kevin Magnussen is too far behind us at the moment. 1.9, so caught a second, so next time round, let's say that's 1 second. Yeah, that seems right. So next time, Magnussen will be in the DRS. Not quite this lap. But he's going to be close. Oh, he is in the DRS just about. So, okay, Mag and I going to have a final scrap. I'm the defender, he's the chaser. I hear him now on my gearbox. See the indicator as well. So, driving the car right now. Getting a good exit than that. I think that'll be us safe now. So realistically, Magnussen's only got 4 potential attacking opportunities. In an ideal world,
Gap ahead is 3.0 seconds.
so he's only got a few more attacking or overtaking opportunities. So could do it this time. Will he do it this time? Again, getting another good exit. I think that's again prevented him. So he's only got 3 more probably real high opportunities. Because obviously, yes, he can or he could do it in a corner, but, you know, it would need significant pace, I think, to do it in a corner, and I don't think he's got that. So only a DRS assisted overtake will do, more or less. So I'm just driving the car.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
Will he maybe go for a lunge? Again, making a good exit, but this could be the moment of truth. Will he do it? This is a tough, tight moment. He's found a way past. I'll come back on the brakes though. I probably won't come back on the brakes though. So Magnussen up into now what is 13th. But I'm going to turn my engine up now to try and get back past him. So playing a bit of cat and mouse here. Obviously, Magnussen is in the better car of the two, aerodynamically wise. And so he doesn't have a too shabby of engine. We only have 1 attempt. So we might as well actually go all out now.
Final lap of the race.
In a sec, so we are going to go all out, more or less. So we're going all out now. So gonna try and keep close through this S section. See him reserving a bit of energy. Oh, made a small error. That's gonna affect my run slightly uphill.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap
Don't
over
worry, I know
target.
that.
Drop down to mix too soon.
So this is one last attack for myself. Then are we too far back? I would have thought so. It's going to be close. I think we might just have an opportunity. Down on the brakes. We've gone for it. Down on the brakes. And we've got it. Let's have a look at that overtake again. Lovely overtake. In my opinion. Absolutely. Not a phenomenal overtake, but yeah, lovely. Got the DRS, helped me obviously in terms of top end speed compared to him. Then at this point, I thought, well, it's probably too far back. At this point, I thought, yeah, we're too far back. He's got the position. But then I sort of launched it. Absolutely phenomenal. Got the overtake done. And there we are. So, P12. So, Lewis Hamilton wins the USA Grand Prix. Back-to-back victories in Japan and the USA for Lewis Hamilton. I think Vettel or one of Red Bulls got second. Certainly a Ferrari on that podium as well. Just thought I'd say that. There is a Ferrari, I believe, on that podium. But we come round, may not be a point score, however, it was a good race in P12. Fantastic drive from P20 all the way to P12. Yes, majority of the overtakes were done on the first lap, but in fact, actually, only 4 of the overtakes were done in the first lap. In fact, because only the rest of them, 2 probably were done in the pit stops, and 1 was done on track, or 2 were done on track, should I say, because yeah. So your top 3 then is Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen. So yeah, good points for them 3 then there. I think Vettel came home in 4th. Let's have a look.
So then, it's time to see how.
So yeah, Vettel came home in 4th.
Well, the leader
So yeah,
come down after a poor result for our points leader. Now
yeah.
then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Russell. There was a lot going on.
Driver of the day,
field,
nice.
They were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
So
on to the constructors then. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
So, Sebastian Vettel leads the championship still. However, only 10 points separate Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. 31 points back is Kimi Raikkonen. Is he losing touch a little bit? Maybe. Valtteri Bottas is in 4th. 5th, we have the 2 Red Bulls of Ricciardo and Verstappen. 7th, we have Hülkenberg. 8th, Perez. 9th is Magnussen, and 10th is Carlos Sainz. No big real movers at the moment in terms of the championship, except Lewis Hamilton closing the gap on Vettel then there. However, for us, George Russell, we still have 11 points despite finishing in 12th, which is alright indeed. So, in terms of constructors, Ferrari now lead Mercedes by 38 points. So it looks still to be Ferrari on top of things. However, the gap is certainly starting to come down. The Red Bull a bit further back with 113 points. However, a lot further back is Renault in 4th. 5th is Force India. 6th we have Haas. 7th Sauber. 8th is McLaren. So Sauber must have overtaken McLaren at some point this season. Didn't know where or when. Don't think they got top 10 today. And we are in 9th, followed by Toro Rosso. So, yeah, decent race in there. Not a bad race for us then. And yeah, from P20, after 65 grid penalties, a very, very decent race indeed. One mistake I did make, hands up, throughout the race on lap 4. But otherwise, it was a very, very clean race from me. And yeah, very, very decent race. And to take P12, it's a good result for us and a good result for the Williams team. Now, let's go back to the pen, I guess, or the data center. And let's see if we've got any interviews, or let's see what's happening now.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
I'm just going to say I use car nimbleness to the advantage.
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
What crash? Just Just gonna say that.
Appreciate your time.
Not like I remember a crash. So yeah, decent result then there. So we will re-overtake our teammate in terms of the rivalry sort of system we have in F1 2018. Also beat my team's objective, which is always nice to see.
You didn't complete the last goal the team set out for you.
What last goal?
That's not going to look great on the contract review, so make sure you take these objectives seriously.
Okay,
Here you
well,
can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you.
I feel like we've had a lot of fights with
Just
Van
be
Dorn
aware,
recently, so I'm
you'll
going to go
lose the
Van
same
Dorn.
amount of respect if you come off second best. So it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
So, obviously, let's have a look at our contract. I think it gets reviewed next race. It's every 4 races usually. So yeah, let's have a look. Any performance upgrades that we might want to do? Nothing really in do there. Nothing we can do there. Could make a upgrade in the aero. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go that way now. Sort of bridge off that way. And come in. So there we go. Right. So we got upgrade coming. 2 upgrades now for Brazil. 1 upgrade for the next race. So let's see if our next upgrade has, you know, I guess gone through and has been developed. So nice circuit, Brazil, Mexico, sorry. Brilliant circuit where Lewis Hamilton won his 2017 and 2018 Formula 1 title. And yeah, you know, obviously no driver has won 2 titles at the same track since Fernando Alonso, which is something nice. I thought it'd be a nice fact to say. And yeah, you know, I think Fernando Alonso is one of the better drivers. It'll be sad not to have him on the grid next year.
On the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your workstation for the details.
You are having a laugh. What is it with Williams? They cannot upgrade to save their lives, honestly. I really don't know how they're this bad. Every single upgrade we do fails. Every single one of them. I've not had a successful upgrade this year from any of the departments, really. It's been a once in a blue moon occurrence. And it's annoying, you know, it really is annoying, because obviously you're trying to make the team progress through the field in terms of development wise, and then, sorry, we've had an upgrade failure. Please purchase more money. I'm not saying upgrades don't fail in real life, but in this game with Williams at the moment, they're failing too often, too regular, if you know what I mean. Like, we're not even getting, we're getting to the point now where every single upgrade fails. Doesn't matter what that upgrade is, it'll fail. You have to repurchase, spend more money, or credits, should I say, and then obviously you're in a tricky predicament, if you know what I mean, because obviously you've had to spend more credits, you've had to spend more money, you've got less money now to develop the car for the next year. Oh, it's annoying. Really, really is annoying. Still. Hopefully, though, them upgrades will be delivered for Mexico. I guess the good news then is we've got a few more upgrades for Mexico. Oh no, for Brazil. So, yeah, hopefully them upgrades will come nicely for Brazil. Them 3 upgrades, and that'll be a good step forward in the right direction. Yeah. If not, then we are screwed. Still. Anyway, thank you for watching. Gonna end this video with a song sort of thing. For you guys.
Power on.
Let's have a look at the songs. Then that we will do. If not, let's have a look. Hope you're enjoying the stream, like always. And yeah. And I'll see you again soon, guys, next time. Hope you've enjoyed this stream. I'm gonna put on Forever Young, played by Alfavo, or whatever his name is.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, we're getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever young. Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later they all will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get old without a cause. I don't want to perish like a fleeing horse. Youth like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. So many adventures couldn't happen today. So many songs we forgot to play. So many dreams swinging out of the blue. But let us come true. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, forever, forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0-5 is gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series just wet themselves in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew, I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops, multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million.